I have Catherine Rudolph hanging out in studio. We're going to be talking about some events going on in Abundant Life. Feel free to ask questions and then also share this out. Let us know what you have going on today. Here we go. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. It's Kickstart. My name is Gardy. I have a guest. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and we're going to find out about some events going on here in the community. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. My name is Catherine Rudolph, and I am here with Abundant Life Christian Center to talk about some great things that we've got coming up here in the next few weeks.
Yes, and it's this year's gone by really quick.
So fast.
Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff going on, and it's not really slowing down anywhere. If anything, things are picking up all across the community. I've seen.
Yeah, I think so too. Mm-hmm. It just seems like this time of year, everybody starts doing like the fall activities and family things leading into the holidays and stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of memories that get created in this time of year. You know, going into this holiday season and fall and stuff. So I know Abundant Life is ramping up. There's a lot. And
yes.
It begins. I mean, it's all year long, but next week, all the fun starts.
Yeah. So on October the 28th, that's kind of the kickstart, I guess, for everything that's going to be going on. And we have Perry Stone, who I think we were looking the other day. I think it's been like 10 years since he's been here at Abundant Life.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
been a long time. So it's really cool that he's going to be back. So it's 5 services over that weekend, starting Friday night, going through Sunday night, which I know is a lot.
We're getting all of that missed time in.
Yeah, exactly.
In a couple days, right?
In 2.5 days, we're packing it in. Oh, man. But yeah, Friday night, Saturday morning and Saturday night, and then Sunday morning and Sunday night. We'll have services there with him. And somebody asked me the other day, are these all different services, like different content? Yes.
Okay.
Like he comes, fully loaded, and you just never know what he's going to talk about. But you've heard him before, like his knowledge of the Bible is really, really impressive, right?
Right.
And just what you can hear from a scripture or a story that maybe you've read your whole life. And then he has like the historical background on it, and he's got all the word studies to go along with it. And it just brings it to a whole new light. He's very interesting to listen to.
Yeah, definitely dives deep in there. And it's like, and then once they hear it explained, it's like, how did I never see that?
Yeah.
But it's the word of God, and I guess it's living, and so I guess it can obviously it means different things to different people. But once you interpret it and break it down, it's like here's how it makes sense.
Yeah, and then it does make sense to you, right? And it's
right.
like, oh, I can really use that.
Makes my brain hurt.
It does.
I'm just kidding.
Because if you try to take notes on what this man is saying, like it's near impossible, like to get everything, because you're so tuned in. You really get drawn in because of the way he understands and interprets the scriptures. And it's just very intriguing to the person who's sitting there.
Yes.
As much as inspiring because it's the Bible and a sermon that you're hearing, I think it's intriguing on that other level intellectually too.
So that's October 28th through the 30th. So that's next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Well, no, Friday.
Friday,
right?
Friday,
yeah,
Friday.
Friday,
Okay.
Saturday, Sunday. Yeah,
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Are all the services going to be on the campus in the sanctuary?
Yep, everything will be here in the sanctuary. And there's kids ministry up to age 12 for all 5 of the services too, because we know it's on a weekend. So if you got people, that are just wanting to be here, but you need something for your kids to do, we're feeding them dinner. We're going to do full services with them and have activities that reinforce the message and the worship and everything that we do also.
This is something maybe people don't think about. How many volunteers does it take to put on just like one church service, but would you say to put on an event, like a 3-day event with Perry Stone morning and night?
Oh, man. Probably 100 people at least, by the time you get, think about everything from the parking lot to food service, the kids ministry, to everything that goes on in the sanctuary in your walk with God. So I think it's biblical to do it. And then I think just from a community standpoint, like if you're really part of the community, a church is a really big part of a community because they help, they serve, they pray, they're open, all the time for whatever people need. So yeah, many hands make light work. And so anybody that can get involved should.
All right. So that's the 28th through the 30th. Do people need to register, and how can they find out more information?
Right. It's free to attend. No registration necessary for this one. You can go to alcc.org to get more information. Facebook, Instagram, you can follow us there, and we've got all the details. Share that event with somebody.
Yeah, and if you haven't heard of Perry Stone, feel free, look him up. YouTube, there's tons of resources, his website, and you can kind of dive in deep, and then you'll be ready for next week.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's going to be a really good time at Abundant Life. Okay, so that leads us up to the 30th. And then on the 31st, people celebrate Halloween. Here at Abundant Life, we do something a little bit different, but it's still a ton of fun.
Yeah. So on October 31st, this is something that the church has done from the very first year. So I think this should be 37th, right? This is year 37. So this will be the 37th. It's a big fall festival, and we called it Hallelujah Harvest. Pastor Hallam started it in his home, right? That's my dad. They started it in their home and did it just for our neighborhood. And actually in 2020, remember, because everybody had to be in their house, we couldn't do a big community event. We went back and we filmed right in front of the house where the first one was.
Yeah.
And then we created those packages where people could take it home, and we had games in it and candy and prizes and all that stuff so that they could do their own right there. But we're back now. So this one normally has, I don't know, it'll have 1,500 people or so that are in attendance that just kind of come and go on the property. And I mean, this year is just, I guess I say every year this is the best one, but it's the best one.
Right, right.
Oh man, I'm so excited about the zip line that we have. We've never done that before. Do you like to zip line?
I've never zip lined, and I have no plan to, but I've seen them. Yeah,
I haven't never done it either, but it looks so cool.
You going to?
I don't know. I may have to try it this year. It's like an 80-foot big attraction that's going to be there, and like 33 feet tall or something. I mean, it's huge. This thing is massive. And all kinds of other stuff that'll be there too. You can even surf if you want to.
Okay.
The end of October in Texas, you can surf on October 31st.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I know.
So there's a lot of, carnival games. I think there's going to be like food trucks.
Yep. Food trucks will be there. Of course, you've got like the funnel cakes, cotton candy, like all the good kind of stuff you would expect at a fall festival event. And then just whatever else, burgers and all kinds of stuff.
You have kids, and they're dressing up?
Yep. So
any ideas?
I mean, we've tossed around a lot of stuff. This happens every year. I was told last night one of them is planning to be a minion. So I'm like, okay. Perfect. Yeah, yellow. That works. I was also told that one of them was going to be Bucky.
Beaver? Okay.
Yeah. And there was something. Oh, an iPad.
That's even better.
Yeah. And so I really don't know what's going to happen,
Yeah, I think Rivers, that's my daughter, she's going to be Lava Girl is what she wants to be, Lava Girl.
She's been telling me that since the summer.
Yeah, so she's been stuck on that. And I wanted her to do, and this is again my one, but last year she was the Tin Man from The Wizard of Oz, and it was great. And I was like, oh, you should be like the lion, and it'd be funny like to
be progressive.
Every year, keep going into something else. I was trying to sell that idea, but
she's not biting.
Yeah, she wasn't. It's like, okay, Lava Girl it is. That's what you want. Doesn't matter what I want, apparently, right?
What about the other ones? Are they going to dress up or no?
So Kellen, we were talking about this. He wants maybe a duck. Have you ever heard the duck song, like where it's like, you got any grapes? Ba-da.
I've not heard this.
Okay.
I'm surprised I haven't.
Yeah, it's an old thing where this duck. Anyways, so that's what he wants to be, and I was trying to figure out a way to get him in a duck costume, but they make like these hoodies where it looks like a duck, and he would probably wear that all the time anyway. So that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
And for Luca, I want him. He doesn't really have a choice because, I mean, he could say something, but I think we're talking about Thor just because of his hair.
Love it.
Did you ever watch Smallville? Right, and I want him to be Lionel Luthor. I want him to put I think that'd be awesome because his hair looks just like Lionel Luthor. If he had like a little suit on, but then we would need someone to be Superman or Lex Luthor.
That's awesome.
And nobody would get it, but me. But I would love it.
You could be Superman.
I could be Superman, but I don't know. Some big boots to fill, and
that's really funny.
But that's what we're thinking right now.
All right. I like it.
So, yeah, we'll see. So that's going to be the 31st. That's on a Monday. What time is it? And is it free to attend? What kind of costs are there?
Yeah, it's from 6 to 8 p.m. And we do encourage kids, families to dress up. There's a costume contest at 7. And the prizes for that, I mean, kids want candy, right, on Halloween. So we have like giant candy prizes that we do for our top 3 that are in there. So anybody can enter that wants to, that's a kid. If there's like a family that dresses up together, that's cool. But if you're like 35 and you just come dressed up, like we're going to high five you, but not necessarily,
So like the Minion family.
Right.
That's what Michelle Rupel said. Do the whole family as minions. That's actually a great idea.
It's a fantastic idea.
How creepy would it be if everybody... Wasn't there that movie and like all of the people were dressing up? Did you ever see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be pretty creepy.
Yeah. So that's...
But so yeah, 6 to 8 out here at Abundant Life on the school property on the backside. So parking's at the church, and then you just walk over. Some of the attractions are free. So like there's a toddler zone that's just for under age 5, and it's got age appropriate games and little crafts and stuff for the kids in there and candy for them. That's free. And then the carnival style games that are inside, those are free. There's a maze in there, like the ring toss, like all that kind of stuff. There's some crafts and activities. That would be complimentary, but all the like the big attractions outside, that kind of thing, you do need a wristband for that. So you can go to alcc.org and buy those now, like in advance, and then you just pick up your wristbands at the gate whenever you get there. So it's $25. That gives you an all access for the 2 hours to be able to go in there, play as much as you want. Hay ride, zip line, the big baller thing, the surfing, the Ninja Warrior course. We've had a lot of people asking about that. So yeah, it's only $25 for a couple hours.
Awesome. Sounds like a lot of fun. So alcc.org, you can get your wristband and find out more information. Obviously follow Abundant Life Christian Center on Facebook, stay up to date. Okay, and then we have another event that has been going on for years. It's been traditionally known as Camp Meeting on the coast. Now it's the Unshakable Conference, and that's going to be November 6th through the 9th. What can we expect from that?
So that one, again, I mean, it's just, 4 days packed with all kinds of ministry. So Sunday morning, there's a 2 o'clock service for the Spanish ministry, and then Sunday night at 7, all the night services at 7 o'clock. Tuesday morning, there's an off-campus event at Water Grove where they're going to be doing a lunch and stuff like that. But the speaker lineup this year is really good. You've got Tim Story that's going to open and end the conference. So Sunday morning, Wednesday night is
Have we ever done that?
Not like that. I think it's the first time we've ever bookended a conference with a speaker that way. And Tim hasn't been here in a long time either. I'm not quite sure how long, but it's been several years at least since he's been here. But I mean, his ministry. It's very lighthearted, if I can say it like that, but it's still very demonstrative because he has that healing gift that he works in, and it's very easy to understand and to digest. You've got somebody like Perry that's going to take you like, what the heck just happened, in the Bible. And you got somebody like Tim that's like a cartoon character's version, and not in a bad way. I think that's good. And then his ministry takes you into that other kind of depth, And then on Sunday night, Guillermo Maldonado, first time he's ever been here before. Which is exciting, for the church to experience that. And he has a healing ministry too, and he's bringing a worship team with him, like a full.
Are they doing the whole worship set?
When he gets up to minister, they do it. So it'll be kind of like a dual thing that night with music, which is really cool too. And then on Monday, Samuel Rodriguez will be here ministering that night. And again, man, this guy he's a preacher. Like some people teach. Some people preach, and this guy he gets after it. He's an amazing preacher. Tuesday night is Jesse Duplantis, and Brother Jesse, I mean, we know him. He's been here for all but one of the conferences, I think, this is 36 of the conference. So he's been to 35 of the 36, and he's, he's been around forever. Most people know his name whenever you say it. And then Tim Story again on Wednesday night. So great week.
Yeah, that's awesome. Is Pastor Hallam? I'm sure he's going to minister in and around and in between.
He will. He'll be at all the services. He'll minister, do all of the stuff beforehand. And then on Tuesday morning at that luncheon, that's when Pastor Hallam would speak also. Okay.
Whenever you were talking about the two worship teams, or even the contrast in a Perry Stone and a Tim Story.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's ever been, and I know they do this like, it's the service, the early service is the traditional, and then there's the more, but what if you had a church that had the two different worship, and it's all going on at the same time? Hey, church starts at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Worship team over here, A and B, and then you had ministries going on at the same time too. It would just be interesting to see. It's like, hey, I got Perry Stone, Tim Story, both are great.
Right.
Totally different.
Just your preference. Yeah.
Just where people go.
That would be interesting. You never
Let's
know.
do it. Let's book it. Let's book it. I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's not going to happen. Interesting. Okay. So the Unshakable Conference, November 6th through the 9th. You can find out more information at alcc.org.
Yep.
And it's going to be a great time. It's the 37th or 36th?
36th, yeah.
36th conference taking place at Abundant Life. Awesome. Is there anything else we want to share about that?
Yeah, just that one you can register at alcc.org. And you can get your kids signed up because we do children's ministry Sunday morning and then all the evenings because kids are in school that week, obviously. But we're doing a vacation Bible school. So they get their own like little mini conference whenever they come to church. And it's called Heyday. So it's like this big like barnyard kind of theme, fall festival stuff. That'll be a lot of fun for them too. So you can pre-register the kids for that. And then they get like a little prize whenever they come in if they get pre-registered. So all of that's at alcc.org. And they can come one night or they can be there all week for the entire experience. Starts on Sunday morning.
Awesome. Okay, so before we remind everybody about the dates and where they need to be, is there anything else we need to share or talk about?
Oh, man. I think that's probably it for right now, just in those couple of weeks right there.
Yeah. And then we can come back and revisit some more.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, Perry Stone's coming. What are the dates for that?
That's October 28th, 29th, and 30th.
And then we have Hallelujah Harvest, which is, again, fun for the entire family. When is that?
Yeah, that's on October the 31st from 6 to 8 p.m.
And then the Unshakable Conference.
Yeah, and that's November the 6th through the 9th. It kicks off at 10 a.m. on Sunday morning, and the evening services are at 7 o'clock.
And where do they go to find out more information or get involved?
Yeah, all of that you can find at alcc.org. You can follow us on Facebook, Abundant Life Christian Center, share the event, share those posts that you see, or on Instagram, and just get connected. If you want to volunteer and serve in some way, you can do that there also. Just message us and let us know.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Catherine. Appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely.